are here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida here in Week 4 of the NFL regular season as the undefeated 3-0 Philadelphia Eagles are taking on the 1-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last week, Philadelphia was able to beat their in-state rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers, in a very good fashion as E.J. Manuel played fairly well and the defense played very well. We have to see if they can replicate that performance today and move on to 4-0. So here we go. First snap that I show, 2nd and 4, Mike Glennon, you saw his stats there, in shotgun. He drops back, Glennon throws, and it is caught by Vincent Jackson, and he might be a problem today as he is their top target. There was a 12-yard gain. 2nd and 2 now. Glennon sends a man in motion, hands off to Doug Martin. Martin to the outside, trucks over Patrick Chung. That's a rare sight as Patrick Chung is normally one of our hardest hitters on defense, and right there, he gets bowled over for the first down. Mike Glennon under center, taking a snap, looking, firing, finding McCoy, but cannot hold on to the pass. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Glennon drops back. He's looking, throws, and overthrows his target. So they would punt the ball to the Philadelphia Eagles. Now E.J. Manuel comes out, 2nd and 13. Manuel, handoff Darius Raynaud as we are still without LaShawn McCoy. He will not be back till probably about week 8. So now on 3rd and 3, the Eagles. Play action pass from E.J. Manuel. Manuel looking, and no one's open, and Manuel is able to avoid one guy, throws it and hits Lasky, I guess, but he is then brought down, and the flag on the play would be holding on the Eagles, so it wouldn't even matter had we gotten that first down. They would decline it, and we'd have to punt the ball back to Tampa Bay. Now Mike Glennon in shotgun, handoff Doug Martin, and Martin is then brought down in the backfield, 3rd and 12 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at this point, and Mike Glennon in shotgun here. He takes a snap and looking. Glennon throws, and he has a wide open Vincent Jackson, but Jackson cannot get 2 feet down, so now the ball would go back to Philadelphia on a punt. And here they come. He takes a snap and kicks it. Ted Ginn's going to receive it about the 25-yard line. Ginn takes it and cuts to the right, cuts to the left. Ginn spins, and Ginn's got a lot of room to move. No one's in front of him, and no one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Philadelphia Eagles. Ted Ginn on his, I believe, first punt return of the season, for the regular season, into the end zone for the 7-0 lead, Philadelphia. 2nd and 5. Glennon in shotgun. Takes a snap. He's looking now. Glennon almost gets hit by Connor Barwin. Goes deep. And Brandon Boykin, which I believe this is his 2nd game back. He returned last week. He was able to make a play on that. Glennon now takes a snap. Looking, firing, finding Vincent Jackson, who was then brought down. Jackson, 2 receptions, 22 yards on the day so far. Now Glennon from under center. Sends a man in motion. Drops back, hands off Doug Martin. Martin up the middle, and he gets dragged down by Patrick Chung. Chung is having a very hard time keeping him on the ground. And now Martin to the outside. He is then finally tripped up by, they say D'Amico Ryans, but it looked to me that Quentin Groves was the one that tripped him. So that would bring up 2nd and 7 and a couple plays later for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Under center, Glennon drops back. He fires and finds Martin, who makes a couple people miss, and he's down the sideline and then finally tripped up by Ty Zimmerman. And I believe this is Zimmerman's first game back, if not 2nd. I'm not positive on his return. Glennon takes a snap, looking. He throws, and it is almost intercepted by Josh Wilson, but they do come down with a catch, though it would come with a price. They have an injured receiver on the play. Now 1st and goal. He pitches out to Doug Martin. Martin breaking a tackle. Martin getting dragged down, but he is across the goal line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay, to even the score up at 7. So now Philadelphia's got to find some way to respond. On 3rd and 11, E.J. Manuel in shotgun. Takes a snap. Manuel looking. No one's open. He throws, and he finds Deshaun, but Deshaun Jackson cannot hold on to it. That was such a perfect, beautifully thrown pass, but Deshaun could not hold on to it after getting hit. So Tampa Bay would come back out tied at 7, starting the 2nd quarter here. Glennon drops back. He's looking. Glennon dancing all around in the pocket. He is then sacked on the play, and Mike Glennon would be injured. So, in comes backup quarterback Thad Lewis for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lewis drops back, fires, and finds Kendall Hunter. Hunter, their backup halfback, and he gets a very good gain there, 16 yards on that play. And that would lead to another 3rd down a couple plays later. He fires and finds McCoy, who holds on to it this time, and he is then dragged down. But he does have the first down. Thad Lewis playing a little bit more impressive than I thought he would. Lewis comes in again under center, fires, and he finds Williams, but Williams can hold on to it after getting hit by Brandon Boykin. So that brings up 2nd and 4, and now it's 3rd and 4. Thad Lewis in shotgun. He takes a snap. Lewis throws, and it is then caught by LaFell. Had Zimmerman been a little bit faster, he could have potentially tipped that down or intercepted it, but he did not react fast enough. Now 3rd and goal. Thad Lewis in shotgun again. And Thad Lewis throws to the end zone, and no one's anywhere near it. So Tampa Bay would come away with a field goal on that possession to make it 10-7. E.J. Manuel in shotgun, takes a snap, fires, finds Deshaun, who has the first down. No, 2nd and inches, 10-yard gain. Okay, thought he had the first. Never mind. Discount what I just said. 3rd and 2 now. And E.J. Manuel pitched back to Darius Raynaud. Raynaud to the outside. He's out across the 50 and dragged down at Tampa Bay's 45-yard line. 4 rushes, 22 yards for Darius Raynaud on the day. And now E.J. Manuel in shotgun. Manuel takes a snap, hands off Darius Raynaud. Raynaud up the middle. Raynaud's got the first down on the play. 6 rushes, 33 yards for Darius Raynaud now. 3rd and 10. E.J. Manuel in shotgun once again. He takes a snap, looking. Manuel goes deep, and he's got Austin Safarian-Jenkins in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that is one of the main reasons I chose E.J. as the starter, because he can throw that deep ball, and that's really what I want with this offense. So 2nd and 7. Thad Lewis drops back, fires, and finds Doug Martin. And he is just being able to get dragged down by Josh Wilson. And that could have been a very bad play for the Eagles had Josh Wilson missed that. So 3rd and 6. Thad Lewis drops back, fires, and finds Vincent Jackson, who has the first down, and then he's tripped up by Brandon Boykin. 4 receptions, 41 yards for Thad Lewis on the day, or for Vincent Jackson. Thad Lewis drops back, fires, and it's Kerry Williams on the interception. And that's a big play from Kerry Williams. Last year, he was, I believe, our 4th string defensive back, and now he's had to step up this year. E.J. Manuel fires and finds Darius Raynaud. Raynaud's got a lot of room to move. Had Cooper thrown one more block, that play could have gone for a touchdown. And now on 2nd and 10, a couple plays later, E.J. drops back. He's looking, firing, finding Cooper, but Cooper cannot hold on to the ball. So that'd bring up 3rd down for the Philadelphia Eagles. Cooper, he ended up being very reliable near the end of last year, but he's not been so much this year, as E.J. Manuel fires and finds Ted Ginn, who's open at the 25-yard line and gets out of bounds. Under a minute to go now. 1st and 10. E.J. from shotgun takes a snap. E.J. looking, firing, finding Zach Ertz, who I believe is our 2nd string tight end, or our 3rd string actually. So now on 3rd and goal, E.J. comes out in shotgun again. He takes a snap. E.J. looking. E.J. is hit as he throws, so that would be incomplete. So out would come Dan Carpenter on the play to try to make this a 17-10 ball game going into halftime. And the kick is away and good. So that would make it 17-10 going into halftime. The Eagles are playing not really as well as I expected them to, especially against a 1-3 or a 1-2 football team. So we have to see how they do this half. Now E.J. under center takes a snap, looking on 3rd and 7. E.J. fires deep, and the Eagles start out this half with a 3-and-out. Not really what they wanted, obviously. And now Mike Glennon's back in the game, and his first play back, he trips over his own running back. So 2nd and 15 now for Mike Glennon. And on 3rd down, they are 6 for 9. It's 3rd and 9 right now. Mike Glennon in shotgun. Takes the snap. He drops back. He's looking, fires, and finds LaFell, who gets out of bounds. 2 receptions, 38 yards for LaFell. He's been kind of a surprise today, actually. Glennon from under center fires and finds Moore, who has the first down on that play. 2 receptions, 37 yards for Moore. Glennon come out again under center. He drops back. He's looking. He fires and finds Moore once again, who gets inside the 10-yard line. The Bucs are driving very well on this drive, as you see Glennon's stats for the day, as the Bucs are trying to tie this ball game up. He pitches back to Martin, and there's a couple crucial blocks, and Martin's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown Tampa Bay, and they tie this ball game up at 17. They could be looking to upset the Philadelphia Eagles early in the year and end the Eagles' hopes at an undefeated season already. 3rd and 11. E.J. drops back, fires, and finds Darius Raynaud, who is then brought down for a 1-yard loss. So that's 4th and 12, and they would punt the ball back to Tampa Bay. I guess the Eagles were hoping to catch them off guard there. 1st and 10. Glennon hands off to Doug Martin. Martin to the outside, and Martin gets forced out of bounds. 18 rushes, 89 yards for Doug Martin on the day. He has been very effective against us today. They are 7 for 10 on 3rd down, and now on 3rd and 2, they pitch back to Doug Martin. Patrick Chung brings them down on that play. He's not getting away from him there, and that would bring up 4th down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And now on 2nd and 7, Manuel in shotgun. Hands it off Darius Raynaud, who is in motion. And Raynaud takes a snap, and he goes up, and that was my phone that just went off a couple seconds ago. I forgot to put it on silent. 11 rushes, 56 yards for Darius Raynaud. E.J. Manuel in shotgun now. Handoff Darius Raynaud. Raynaud up the middle. And Raynaud's got another nice gain on that play. And now E.J. Manuel in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's looking. Fires. Finds Deshaun Jackson, who's inside the 29-yard line. Or inside the 30-yard line, down at the 29. 1st and 10 nearing the end of the third quarter. E.J. play action. Looking. E.J.'s going to run it. He jukes out a defender. And E.J. Manuel down inside the 10-yard line right there. That was probably one of the best runs we've seen from him all year. And now E.J. starting the fourth quarter. They need to take the lead here. E.J. Manuel drops back looking, fires to the end zone, and touchdown. Darius Raynaud on the play. E.J. has been a very good acquisition. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, so the Eagles have the lead, 24-17. Glennon, he drops back looking, fires deep, and it is Patrick Chung, who had, I believe, 1 interception all of last year, and he's already got 2 on this year, and he's down at the 44-yard line, and that's going to really put a dent in the hopes of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, especially with Vincent Jackson just getting injured making that tackle. Now from shotgun, 3rd and 8, E.J. Manuel takes the snap, and he's looking. E.J. fires and finds Austin Seferian-Jenkins on the play. 2 receptions, 50 yards for Austin Seferian-Jenkins on the day. E.J. Manuel from shotgun now. Handoff Darius Raynaud up the middle. Raynaud's got another first down. And that's 15 rushes, 83 yards for Darius Raynaud. Manuel in shotgun again. Handoff to Darius again. Raynaud up the middle once more. And that's almost a first down. There you see our red zone stats for today, as we have played very well in the red zone. 3rd and 2. E.J. tosses back to Darius, who was then caught from behind for a loss of 1. So on 4th and 3, the Eagles would kick a field goal. 27-17 now. Eagles over Tampa Bay. He goes deep and is almost intercepted by second-year safety Ty Zimmerman. And that would have been big on the play. Now 3rd and 4. Glennon from under center. Drops back. He's looking. Fires, and it's caught by Williams, who is then lit up by Brandon Boykins. Or Brandon Boykin, not Boykins. 5 receptions, 40 yards for Williams. Glennon in shotgun again. Dropping back. He's looking. Mike Glennon moving around the pocket. And he is then sacked by Kruger. We have not seen Connor Barwin today, which is a very big shock, as he has 11 sacks on the year. And 2nd and 18, Glennon drops back. He's looking. He fires and finds LaFell, who is then dragged down at the 40-yard line. 3 receptions, 61 yards from LaFell. He has been a problem really all day. And now Glennon from shotgun takes the snap. He's looking, firing, and he finds Norwood, who is then dragged down by Patrick Chung almost immediately. That'd be his first catch on the day for a gain of 13. And now Mike Glennon from under center drops back, looking. Glennon going to run, and he is then lit up, and that would be 3rd and 9. But Mike Glennon would be injured on the play. So to try to lead this comeback would be Thad Lewis coming back in on 3rd and 9. Lewis throws, finds Williams, who is then lit up by Ty Zimmerman. He could not hold on to it. That would bring up 4th down for them. And right here, they attempt a field goal to try to make it a 1-possession game. And the kick is good. So that's 27-20. Eagles over the Bucks. And this game so far has been very good for the Eagles. E.J. handoff Darius Raynaud. Raynaud's got the first. And he is now over 100 yards on the day. 19 carries, 102 yards for him. 1st and 10, E.J. He pitches back to Bryce Brown, our 3rd-string halfback, who gets a first down and a lot more. And that's a he has 2 rushes for 23 yards on the day. And now Manuel sends a man in motion. He drops back. Manuel looking, fires, finds Deshaun, who is then dragged down. And they would rule this, or they're going to come out and with the chains. And they're going to rule this short of just a few chain links. So the Eagles would come out and try to make it a 10-point ball game once again. Carpenter with the kick, and the kick is good. So that's 30-20 now, under 2 minutes to go for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So now here they come. It looks like they're coming off a hurry-up offense. Glennon drops back, fires, and he finds Doug Martin. Ty Zimmerman trips, I guess, and everyone else is getting burned on the play. It's all up to Josh Wilson, and Wilson drags him out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they are trying to lead a comeback here. And I guess Mike Glennon's back in. I just noticed that. He was not out very long. But there for a quick few seconds, you saw the stats of them, of the 2 quarterbacks, so you saw how they fared today. And now Glennon throws, and he is now at the 5-yard line. They are still fighting in this game, even though it's very unlikely that they'll come back. They're not going to give up. And on 3rd and goal, Mike Glennon drops back. He fires and overthrows his target by a mile. So on 4th and goal, they would come out and kick a field goal to make it 23-30. And now for the onside kick. If they don't get this, it's all over. Bryce Butler with the recovery, and Butler gets tackled almost immediately, and he's down to the 38, and that would pretty much wrap it up. They could not force a turnover or anything. So there's the final, 30-23. Philadelphia moves on to 4-0. Next week, we take on rookie quarterback Blake Bell and the New Orleans Saints. So that's going to be a very interesting game. You saw Darius Reynaud was the player of the game with over 100 yards carrying. He has still been a very effective backup for LaShawn McCoy, and I'm honestly ready to have LaShawn back. It seems like our offense suffers a little bit whenever he's not in. As you see, the play of the game as the first touchdown of the game, Ted Ginn's huge punt return, and that was a very, very good play for Ted Ginn. And Ginn has been a very good acquisition also since we got him last year, if I can talk today again. But yeah, this team is looking fairly strong right now. We have to see how the rest of the season goes. My goal is to honestly go 19-0 and win the Super Bowl. That should probably be everyone's goal every year. But there you see the final stats on the day. They did have over 300 passing yards, but we did win the game. So I guess we won that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back next video whenever we take on the New Orleans Saints. But this is Teenage Knight, and I'm out.